Hello. It's good to see you. It's good to be back in this chair with this microphone, with these glasses. I have not done a video like this in a little bit because I've been working. I've been working on some very fun and exciting things. Fun and exciting things that I'm very happy to share with you today. Can we get a round of applause? Thank you. Thank you. I am very happy to announce my first sample pack.
Base cap.
You see the letters. My first sample pack.
Base cap.
I did it again.
Base cap.
I did it a third time. I'm done. Base cap is live now. It's been live for a couple days now. People have been making some pretty insane stuff with it. Thank you for all of the support. I'm very happy to see that it's being put to use. Today, I have a special video in honor of Base Cap being released, as well as some bonus content at the end, because I also released a website. Because I birthed a website. I gave birth to a website. So at the end, I'm gonna just do a quick little tour of the website to show you what we got going on there. Today, I wanted to give a very quick tutorial on how I made the drum samples for Base Cap and some different techniques that I'm experimenting with making these drum samples. I'll be giving away all the packs that I use in this video for free. They'll be in the description. Without any further ado, let's dive right into it. All right. So I got 5 main synth patches in Vital. All of the percussion that I've been working with thus far has been made in Vital. So this is a simple little loop that I made to showcase all of the different sounds that I'll be going through. So here it is. So those are all of the drum samples put together in use. I'll go ahead and go through each one of them individually. A little breakdown of the Vital presets. By the way, Vital is free. Go download Vital. Go download Vital. It's free. I'm going to link it. Go download Vital, and then you can use these patches for free. This is my patch for a kick drum. I'll go ahead and solo it so you can hear it. It's a very simple little patch. Let's whoop. I'm going to go ahead and make it from scratch again just to go through all the different principles. And then I'll give a quick tour. It's very simple. It's just a sine wave, some white noise, and soft clipping distortion. So how I went ahead and made that, I'll open up a new instance of Vital. I start with a sine wave and make an LFO with this sort of really fast ramp down shape. Make sure that it's set to envelope so that it doesn't just keep looping over and over again. You can go ahead and put this envelope on the pitch right up here. If I play it right now, it sounds like this. Let me bring it down a couple octaves. There you go. If I slow it down, you can really hear the effect. So that's the main principle that we're working with, is this very fast shift in pitch, because the faster you go, the less it sounds like a shift in pitch and it sounds more like an impact or a knock. I would recommend turning this smooth all the way down because it tends to add like a little bit of an attack to the filter. So right there, you already have like the basics of a kick drum. If you want to change like how impactful the knock is or like how high up it goes in pitch, you can go right here, adjust this. Make it lower if you want. So just finding a sweet spot that you like personally. I think like right there sounds pretty good. And then additionally, you can add a tiny little transient. Transient is the tiniest of little clicks right at the beginning of a drum sample. So we can drop this right here onto the level. If I play it right now, it's going to sound really noticeable. The faster I go, ooh, let me go ahead and set this to envelope again. It's just the tiniest little click. You can even get faster than the 64th note and go into seconds. Let me go ahead and turn the attack all the way down. I think like right there, like 0.005 milliseconds. Wait. 5 milliseconds. And then you can change how intense this is by either changing the height of this ramp right here, or by changing the level of the automation right here. It's a very quiet, very barely noticeable thing, but that's also what helps it give it its character and what helps it bring it through the mix a lot more. So then as far as the effects go, I just add like a soft clip distortion. You can just like find whatever sounds good for you. Like right around there, sounds good. And then the last thing, to make it a kick drum and not an 808, which this is the same exact principle as an 808 up until this point, is a volume automation. Let me go ahead and put on an envelope. I just like making a shape like this. You can change the speed too. Something like that sounds pretty good. You can even change it to seconds to get more precise. And then here you can EQ it. Ah! Very loud. We don't need all this loudness. I'm just EQing this to like my personal taste. And there you go. That's a kick drum. Woo! Can we get applause? Oh, no, we cannot get applause. How about now? Can we get applause? Woo! We can get applause. Beautiful. So there you go. You got a kick drum. And using this principle, you can come up with a variety of different sounds, different kicks. I'm just messing around with it to show the variety. I like this as like a poppy little thing. Do like a single band compressor. You got options. You can also do like a really distorted, like, cool. So that's a kick drum. An 808, I'll just show you very quickly. Like I said, is about halfway through the process of a kick. It's just like you don't do the volume automation to make it stop. It just continues. What I did here, just to give it some more harmonics, is I came into the wavetable editor. Let me show you. By clicking this little pencil right here. And added some harmonics. I'm going to make a video dedicated to the harmonic series pretty soon, because I think that harmonics are such a fascinating and important part of like the sound design process. But essentially you're adding like higher tones. They're all like related to each other by math. And if I highlight one of these and bring it all the way up, you can hear the specific tone that's being amplified. Pretty cool. So just keeping it to some of these lower harmonics and these warmer tones helps fill out that low end, makes it stick through your mix a lot better. And in my the free preset that you'll be downloading, I have some macro automations too, like the tone of it, which I think impacts the drive, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Makes it softer or grittier. And then the knock, which is the amount of this volume automation on the pitch. So that's a 808. Very cool. Very swag. Give it up for the 808. Now we got the snare. So a snare follows a similar principle. Just to give you an idea of what it looks like now. The snare follows a similar principle to the kick in terms of like this whole pitch shifting thing. Let me turn off everything except the first wavetable here. So it's doing the same kind of thing where there's a ramp dictating how much the pitch is affected. If I lower this down a couple octaves, you hear it sounds similar to like the main idea of the kick that we were working with before. Not exactly the same. Also, there are effects on it that change its tone, but the main idea is based around the same principle of like a very fast shift in pitch for that initial hit. Here, I used pink noise to make the same transient that I used for the kick drum. It's a very short little pop right at the beginning. You can just go right here into the wavetables. Pink noise is right there. And you do the same exact thing. Tiny little ramp, really, really fast on the level. Here, I did something kind of fun to make a sort of glass sound. Back here in the wavetable editor, if you click this, the pencil, I just added some of the higher harmonics here instead of the lower ones like I was talking about before. You can even do more. So it sounds like a little impact of glass. Same thing. Make an automation. This is the specific shape that I decided to use for this sound. Little tiny ramp like this, and then all the way down, about 0.5 seconds. Putting this right here on the level of this little glass sound, which is also impacting the level of the sine wave. So now these two are moving at the same rate. So now we got that impact sound. Cool. Let me actually show you without any of the effects. Without any of the effects, it sounds like this. Cool. So now what makes it a snare, or more characteristic of a snare, is this white noise right here. For this white noise, I made this shape for the ramp and put it on the volume. So now, this is what it should sound like. It's like a little tail. The tail end of the snare is just like the phew at the end of the snare. This attack here, the amount of time before it reaches its peak, that's in order to give all of this impact here some room to breathe. And so then this comes in later. This comes in afterwards. Put all these guys back in. You can even choose in the preset that I'm leaving here for download, you can choose like how long your tail is. can make it really short. We can make it longer. You can change the amount of time that the body lasts, the main impact knock. Super short. Let's make the tail short so you can hear it. Or longer. And another thing that I'm doing is I'm sending oscillator 1, oscillator 3, and the white noise into filter 1. And the only reason I'm doing that is so that I can take advantage of this drive effect here. It adds a little bit of harmonic distortion to the body. And at the same time kind of glues the sound together by distorting it all through the same algorithm. And now we'll go ahead and go one by one with all the effects that I added. So this is this is a filter, just amplifying the high end right here without it. It loses a little bit of volume, but it adds some clarity. Put a compressor on single band mode to let the initial impact clip through a little bit right before the rest of the sound. Some distortion to add some more harmonic distortion, just on a soft clip. An EQ. This is where the magic comes from. The frequency range for the snare that makes it really snappy is right around 1 to 2K. Because without it, loses everything. As you reintroduce it, it gets really, really impactful. And this right here is just boosting this lowest fundamental frequency. And then this is just boosting the white noise at the end. And then some reverb, which is attached to this macro. So yeah, there you have it. That's a snare. That's how we come up with the snare from beginning to end. By the way, a super helpful tutorial for making your drum samples using only synthesizers is an AU5 tutorial from several years ago. This is where I learned like the basic principles of like how to make these sounds, how to like make all the different parts of it work together. I'm gonna link it down below as well because it's just insanely helpful. Blew my mind. Changed the way that I looked at like what's possible with synthesizers, because I did not know up until that point that you can make drums with synthesizers, and that's actually like the basic principle of a lot of older like drum machines and stuff. I thought that was super cool. So that's my little PSA. So now we're moving on to the clap. The clap is super simple. It's so simple, and it's like, what? How does this work? It's just the main thing is just white noise. The effects give it a little bit more character, but the main principle of it is just white noise. If you've never seen the LFO for a clap before, you might be going like, what the heck is this? Because that's how I felt the first time I saw a tutorial on how to make a clap sound with white noise. This looks jank. This looks silly sauce. I'm going to make it from scratch because I want to show how cool this is. To turn off your oscillators except for white noise. Drop the level all the way down. And then with an LFO, you want to make this very weird particular shape. Just a bunch of peaks. Make sure that the peak is like straight. Not like this, but straight up. So like 2 or 3 little peaks like that. And then one big peak. Kind of trails off like that. I'm going to set it to envelope again so it doesn't keep looping, and then I'll turn the smooth all the way down. So if I put this LFO in the level, if it's slow enough, you're going to hear this and be like, what the heck is going on? That's weird. That's like a really weird sound. It sounds just like a really fast percussive thing. But the faster you make this LFO, then you can start to hear it turn into a clap. Again, from really slow It's like magic. It just turns into a clap. And to make it sound even more like a clap, the main thing is going to be EQing it. Adding a little bit more of this mid-range. I would say cut the low end a little bit. You can even amplify like more of the mid-range. And then boom, you got a clap. Wonderful. Give it up for the clap. Give it up for the clap. Yep. Give it up for the clap. Woo! Cool. And then the hi-hat, it's probably the most simple of them all. It's just filtered white noise. I made this little ramp right here for the volume. With a tiny bit of attack, not too much. I just felt like if it was all the way like at the starting all the way at its max, it sounded a little bit too harsh. I liked that sound a little bit, but you can do this. Just a different context, different sound. What's really going on is this filter, because if I just do the white noise on its own, and let me take off these effects too. If I just do the white noise on its own, sounds a little lackluster. But if I filter out all the low end, peak it right around, I believe that's like right around 10K-ish, 7 to 10K. Like just that alone changes everything. And then you can add another filter, just amplifying a different frequency range. This flanger added just like the tiniest little bit of resonance. Let me show you what happens if you put it like all the way up. So it just adds like the tiniest, barely even noticeable bit of resonance, but it just makes it feel a little bit more real. And then the distortion to bring it up in volume and harmonics. So yeah. From here, you can mess with it. You can change the rate. You can even make this is bonus content. You can even make like a little shaker out of it. Same principle. And so yeah, these are all the principles that I use to make the drum samples in bass
cap.
Those are all the principles that I used. Again, all of these are going to be available for free download in the description. They'll be on my website as well if you want to get them there. So speaking of which, let's take a little tour of the website. Bonus content. All right, so right there we got Yago Prada's home. What is that? Is that a mushroom? Oh my gosh. Yago Prada's music production services. Holy buckets! We got the website. Woo! I did not mean for the shaker to come through. I meant for applause to come through. Woo! YagoProducts.com website. We got the website going on. It's live. Here on my homepage, got my latest release, Theory of Everything. It's a very special album to me. Right here is the featured page where I put some like YouTube videos that I want to show off. This right here, I want to give a shout out to my friend Jonathan Murdick. We worked on a song together on his latest album called Generations. Give it up for Jonathan. Just released his album Generations. Phenomenal album, everybody. Please go check it out. I will also link his like socials and where to listen to Generations. Fantastic album. Wonderful orchestral storytelling. It's crazy. Little biography and a link to join my Discord. You can become a spore by clicking this link. It'll just send you straight to the Discord server. Remember, if you join the Discord, you'll get freebies. You could even get
Basecap.
for free. You can get
Basecap.
for free. Holy buckets. And down here, all of these buttons are clickable. Same as these social media buttons right here. You can click on any of them. It'll send you to my socials. You can email me at contact@yagoproducts.com. Here we got portfolio. This is where all of my music is. This is Theory of Everything. You can go ahead and listen to little clips of the songs here. Directly in the website. It's embedded in the website. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. All of these are clickable as well. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. And these are some of my collaborations with other artists. Jonathan has made another appearance here. We go from so Jonathan, we go from Credits Roll to Puppet So Fly. Go check Puppet So Fly out as well. All of these are amazing tracks that I was happy to be part of. Amazing artists. We got LV, Jonathan Murdick, Alana Cibrian, and Hannah Renee. Woohoo. Give it up for all these artists. And here, oh my gosh, who is that? Guys, this is us. This is us right here. This video, YouTube. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You can click subscribe. What happens if you click the subscribe button? It'll send you right to my YouTube channel. Holy crap. Holy buckets, guys. Oh, and we even got Jonathan Murdick a third time. Oh my gosh. Go check out Generations. Generations all day. 1 million years Generations. And this is where I put some of my featured YouTube videos, like from my own personal channel, where I believe this one will be as well. Awesome. Cool. We got music production services here. A link to my Fiverr. And here, this is just a small little form if you do want to hire me for any of these services. I will be adding more soon, but it's just like music production freelancing, sound design lessons, music theory lessons, or track feedback. Just let me know, and I will get back to you via whatever email you add here. Your phone number is optional. You don't have to give me your phone number. It's just if that's your preferred form of contact. Sample packs. Oh my gosh. Basecap Lite. Basecap Lite is a free version of Basecap. It has about half of the samples. If you click download, it'll send you to Gumroad. Right here, if you go ahead and click I want this, it'll send you to checkout. You don't have to give me a tip. You can just click 0% here. Unless you want to do something like this, and then you can just do, you can do that. I wouldn't mind. That would be cool. But yeah. So this is where you can download Basecap Lite. And then here we got the Yago tab. This part is very special. It's near and dear to my heart because before I released music under my full name, Yago Products, I released it under just my first name, Yago. And I released a butt ton of music under Yago. And all of the albums and a small description of each album is here. If you click any of these pictures, it'll send you to a YouTube playlist of the album. And all of these are clickable as well. We got Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. We got 12 smackaroos here. Jonathan! We got Jonathan again. Listen to Generations. Go listen to Generations. Holy crap. We got tons of Jonathan in this video. In the more tab, we got, well, you see don't click. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You read the sign. We got a blog, just some little blog entries that I write here for fun. We got mushrooms, because I just love mushrooms, and these are all different pictures of mushrooms that I've found along my walks and in my life. Just beautiful, beautiful stuff. And while you're looking at mushrooms, you can listen to my song Mushroom Music. Ooh, mushrooms. Ooh. Oh my gosh, mushrooms. Wow, I feel like a mushroom. I am a mushroom. Man, I just love the variety in nature of all these mushrooms and stuff. Yeah. Look, this is me in a mushroom hat. This is also me in a mushroom hat. I am a mushroom. Give it up for mushrooms, guys. These mushrooms were huge. And the last thing is music and psychology. This tab is where I just post videos that talk about like music therapy, music as medicine, all these different really fascinating things, because I'm personally working towards a degree in music therapy. My goal is to be certified in practicing music therapy, and I just find this stuff absolutely amazing. It's very, very fun, very hopeful, very inspiring. I was actually able to attend a lecture by this guy named Daniel Levitin. It was an online presentation where he talked about different research that he's done and in the link between music and health. Check it out. It's super cool. So I'll keep posting anything that I find that's really interesting there on this tab. So that's gonna be it. That's it for me today. I am super happy to share Basecap, to share the website, to share these presets, which again, they're free. They're yours. You can have them right now. I'll also put it on my website in case you want to find it through there. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I love you. Be kind to yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. And yep, I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.